Hello and welcome to the Tolford Alliance Church update for this Labor Day weekend. As we approach the fall routine of work and school, I'm reminded of the psalm that encourages us to align our efforts with the Lord's agenda. Psalm 127, verse 1 reads, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain." Fall is upon us pretty soon. The kickoff weekend is happening September 10th, and that's going to have a barbecue after the service. There'll be burgers and hot dogs, and all of that's going to be provided. If you could bring a salad or dessert to share, we'll provide burgers, buns, condiments, juice, that kind of thing. And we also want to hold some outdoor games that everyone can participate in. So if you could bring some bocce ball or croquet or whatever tossing or throwing games you might have that we could play in our yard, that would be great. Invite a friend, and we're going to have a great time that Sunday. The midweek time of Bible study and fellowship is going to resume on September 13th. Pastor Elizabeth and myself will tag team in leading that study, and the study will be followed by a time of coffee and fellowship each week. Our Sunday school starts on September 17th. Thank you to all who have volunteered as teachers and helpers. I'm so glad that children can participate with us in the worship time together with their parents, but I'm also glad for the teaching time geared specifically for children. As we prepare for Sunday school, you can register your child, and even if you've registered in prior years, if you could register again, that will make sure we have the current material on that, and there is a link that you can use to register online. That's in the email version of this update. We could use a few more people to help just clean a few areas, do a deep cleaning in a few areas of the church. If you're available to do that, talk to Pauline or Alicia, and they can set you in the right direction for that. We continue this week in our series on great stories. And this week, the story is about a city that is famous for its failure. Cities are fascinating places filled with a curious blend of opportunity and risk. Efforts at building cities didn't start well. You recall more than one city in the Bible that God threatened to destroy or actually destroyed. But all is not lost. The Bible also tells how God extended his grace to a city in a special way. This week, we look at the history and trajectory of the Tower City, Babel. It has much to teach us about society, politics, and even about ourselves. We read in Genesis 11, verse 9, "That is why its name was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the entire world, and from there the Lord scattered them across the face of the entire earth." I encourage you to read Genesis 11, 1 through 9. What are the positive and negative impulses for the people who gathered there? And what legacy does Babel have on our society today? Thanks so much for taking time for this update, for joining either online or in person at Sundays at 10, or catching us at some other time on our YouTube channel. Take care, and God bless.